Guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to a brand new video down here at JD Golf Academy at Drayton Park Golf Club. XR Speed driver. Been out 3 weeks or so. Haven't given it a hit, haven't had time, unfortunately. But I'm going to give it a test today, and I'm going to test it against the Rogue and the Epic, see how it performs. But before I do that, if you're a part of the channel, and if you're not a part of the channel, please become a part of the channel. Subscribe, why not? But if you're part of the channel, you know that I'm training to do long drive next year. Try and get faster, bigger, stronger, eating a lot, training a lot. PB at the moment is 129 in terms of club head. Average is normally 124. However, I can't seem to break 120 this morning. My back's in bits. It was a big leg session with my trainer, Jack, the other day. And yeah, squatting 120 kilos, which is my biggest PB, which is fantastic. But I'm now a shell of a man and I can't seem to swing a golf club. So that's all good. However, I do feel the effects today. My other idea is I want to start a long drive league. Now, if you're in the Oxfordshire area, and you don't have to hit it a mile either, I feel like we could do a handicap system, let's say, or maybe a team long drive event where we do it weekly, maybe come down, a couple of quid, money, winner gets all the money, something like that. I feel like I need a competitive edge because there's just not that much kind of long drive stuff, let alone professional or amateur. So guys, let me know if you think that's a good idea. I feel like I want to start something like that. Anyway, that being said, driver, Rogue, Epic, difference, variable face thickness, such a mouthful, but no jailbreak. So fastest ever driver Callaway has ever brought out, but no jailbreak. So it's not faster than the other two. Obviously that's why they're more expensive. Carbon crown, however, not titanium, so that's the difference between the old XR, so it's obviously a bit faster. Yeah, but it'd be interesting to see how it does. Interesting how it does. They're a budget driver, if you can call 299 a budget. Right, let's get into the video. Okay, so here she is, Callaway XR Speed. No jailbreak, 299, only available in Europe and England, I believe. Comment below if I am correct in saying that. And yeah, basically no jailbreak, unlike these two, but variable face thickness where they basically scrape all the outer, put it near where you see that kind of circle cross to give high ball speed. Rogue has that, Epic doesn't have that. So that's quite interesting, and comes standard with this blue hazardous Project X shaft. So I've got a 6.0, got the stiff there. Not too sure, possibly upgrade if you wanted to change shaft in this. I think it only comes with one shaft option, mainly to keep that cost down. But they do say it's an upmarket shaft, but it's difficult to say. An upmarket shaft might not be for you, whereas a standard shaft might be. So I don't really know where you can go when they say upmarket shaft. Now, Epic, Rogue, I'll quickly talk a bit about those just so that you know. Okay, Epic, slightly more used. We've had this for about a year now and it's still holding its weight in the market. Still currently, obviously, jailbreak with adjustability. And yeah, very low spinning. I've gone with this driver very well in terms of testing and in terms of me hitting the ball far. Jailbreak, no variable face thickness, however. So it'd be interesting. I don't think I've actually tested these two against each other, the Rogue and this, in terms of what produces higher ball speed. I'm not swinging my fastest at the moment, so it'd be interesting to see what these do produce. But yeah, Epic, you know what it does, and yeah, still very good driver. And lastly, the Rogue. So this obviously come out, no adjustability in terms of the back of the head. Obviously you've got shaft adjustability, variable face thickness. That is such a mouthful to actually say. And yeah, so again, very similar, low ball speed, low spin rate, high ball speed, very similar to the Epic. I find with the Rogue and Epic, you have to swing it hard. If you can't get your ball airborne, these are not the clubs for you, just because the spin rate comes out very dead. But if you can get that high launch, high ball speed, then you're laughing, this thing goes absolute mile. Right, let me quickly show you the shaft that we'll be using. Okay, so this would be the shaft you're using, probably my most favourite shaft to use, pretty much. It probably comes standard in most manufacturers. TaylorMade and Callaway definitely do it. And yeah, I'm right, Ping do it as well. So, 6.5, black hazardous, X stiff, low torque, low spin, low everything. Looks the nuts. And yeah, it'd be interesting to whack this in all three heads, see what they come out with, see what numbers they produce. So, let's get into it. Okay, Callaway XR Speed, black hazardous shaft, variable face thickness, no jailbreak. Difficult to remember all of these different drivers and what they can do and what they have. But anyway, cheapest one out of the lot. I'm going to hit 3 drives. I'm not going to make you sit there all day. Hopefully I get some 3 decent shots with each driver just so you can see the numbers. Well, for your first swing of your day, that's not bad, Simon. We'll take that. We could probably end the video. 292 carry, that's not bad. Spin rate was actually relatively low, which is actually quite good. Which I thought was going to be a bit high with this driver. Let's hit another one. Massive pull hook for me. Off the screen. One's extreme to another. That's the reason we're doing long drive and not professional golf. Back is killing, but we're fine. Power through, here we go, last one. Tiny bit off to the right hand side. But again, half decent in terms of distance. Still 287, 29 carry, which ain't too bad, and spin rate's actually really low, which is quite good. Yeah, not too bad. In terms of the sound, bit tinny, bit hollow for my liking. I like something that's a bit more like Thor's hammer at the end of a driver. But in terms of just numbers and what it's produced, not bad. Anyway, right, let's go on to the Epic. Let's see what the Epic can do. The big dog, or old dog I should say. Been out on the market for about a year, still holding its weight, obviously. No variable face thickness, such a mouthful. However, Jailbreak, I've gone really well with this, especially this combination of driver in terms of shaft and this. I can get really low launch, low spin. If I can talk today, that'd be fantastic. But yeah, I imagine this should at least carry the other one by about 10, maybe 15 yards, but we'll see. Hopefully if I can do it some kind of justice. That's a tiny bit left. Again, very much similar. It's good for you guys because you can see how well the hook does compared to drivers. If you've got a good hook on you, you can see how well the hook does on these drivers as well. Came really good out of the club face as well. Disappointing, right, okay. Let's see if I can try and not close that club face by 20 degrees. That's better drive, I should say anyway. And the hang time on it, just long, just really long. 1.118 on the club head, so slightly creeping up a tiny bit. One more like that would be great. Again, that's just so, it just looks like it's going to stay in the air forever. I'll just hit that. And both of those have definitely outdriven the XR, broken the 300 yard carry mark, ball speed, spin rate, pretty good. Anyway, let's get the rope, let's test it. Let's see what we can do. The new boy on the scene in terms of the Jailbreak, variable face. This has got everything but adjustability. CG's all the way back because there's no weight, so they can bring it back. More forgiving, still long. To be honest, you've just got to come down and get it fit in. Got to get it fit in. To be honest, you could pretty much pick up the XR and that might work wonders for you. Aesthetics is important, sound's important. All of those kind of things come into a factor. Yes, the XR is cheaper, but it's still £300, and if you're spending $420 on a drive or £300, okay, there's quite a bit of a difference, but if you go make that investment, just have a look. I recommend at least getting fitted for it. Right, anyway, let me just quickly change this so we know what we're doing. We finally set up the road. Okay, so the road's now got a mark. Here we go. 3 drives with this. Again, hopefully I can catch a half decent one to show you guys what its potential is. Wouldn't have that one back. Would not have that one back. Decent strike out of it. Let's have another one. Again, both these drivers feel slightly heavier than the XR. If you like that heavier feeling, slightly more solid, definitely the driver for you. That is just awful. Awful. It's winning the hook contest, that one. Massively left. Don't know where that's come from. Normally block right is my bad shot. Okay, here we go. Last drive, down the middle. Don't know what ball I hit there, but that's definitely not half a decent one. Again, it's slightly out there. It's still quite short, to be fair. Let's have one more. I feel like I haven't done the rogue justice, but maybe it's the rogue that wasn't for me, or this isn't the right shaft combination. Let's have one more. I couldn't catch that much better. And yeah, it's up there. That's interesting. Right, guys, let's have a look at the numbers. Okay, guys, here is the shots. You can see those lovely pull hooks down the left-hand side, which don't know where they come from. Did I mention my back is really sore? Anyway, enough excuses. So, the blue dots are the XR, the Rogue are the red dots, and the green are the Epic. Now, interestingly, the Rogue, even though I've caught 2 of them reasonably well, actually 3 of them pretty well to be fair, not that far off the XR, which actually I find really surprising. The Epic, however, jumps out of the pack, definitely a lot further. I'll show you the numbers in terms of the, on the table here. Now again, let's have a look. So, if we just go into club head speed, I mean, it's all around the 117, 118 mark. Obviously not my fighting fit. But fair contest, I mean, they're all around this rough same yardage. Actually, the Rogues had a 119 in there as well, 199. So actually, the fastest club head speed was with the Rogue. Smash factor on 2 of them were actually really good. So if you look at the smash factor, 1.45, 1.42, 1.43. Again, pretty similar with the Epic. Probably the smash factor was the lowest with the XR, which is probably down to my performance more than anything. So actually, not too bad. Let's have a quick look at spin rate and distance. So, in terms of ball data, what we've got going on. Epic, easily winner. 304, 303, 290, 299 on average. XR slightly behind, but not by much. Not by much. And I hit 4 drives with the Rogue as well. So, pleasantly, it holds its own. I mean, it's a bit cheaper. It feels a bit cheaper and it looks a bit cheaper. However, that being said, the numbers definitely speak for themselves. And I'm swinging the club relatively fast and there's very thin margins. Depending how low your club head speed is, those margins probably will be a tiny bit smaller. And actually, the spin rate on the XR, depending on the shaft, might possibly see your ball go a tiny bit faster. Now, faster further, I should say. However, that being said, ball speed-wise, is definitely hotter than the other 2 drivers. You can see 165 in terms of ball speed, 168, 167 on average. There's actually a 172 in terms of ball speed with the Rogue, which is quite high, and a 170 with the Epic. The XR just didn't look like it was getting anywhere there. So, ball speed, at the end of the day, spend money, you're going to get a better driver. That being said, get fitted, have a look what works for you, and then make your decision from there. Guys, there you have it. There is my quick review of the 3. Actually, not review, kind of just a match between the 3 drivers. If you have to pick, the Epic always going to be my favourite. I love the feel and the sound of that driver. Guys, let me know what you want to see next. Let me know a matchup. I mean, I've got a whole room of toys to play with. So let me know what you want to see me match up against. And yeah, if you haven't already, please subscribe, like this video, and I'll catch you guys later.